Hello everyone, welcome to Kumarji tutorial, and in today's tutorial we are going to discuss about a special type of epithelial tissues. So we will discuss about two special type of epithelial tissue. The first one is the pseudostratified epithelial tissue, and later on we will discuss about transitional epithelial tissue. Pseudostratified epithelial tissue. The name suggests that pseudo, which means false, and stratified epithelial tissue. We know that in a stratified epithelial tissue the cells are arranged in multiple layers. We have already discussed about the simple epithelial tissue and stratified epithelial tissue in previous lectures. So in case of pseudostratified epithelial tissue, the cells are actually arranged in a single layer, but it appears as it has arranged in multiple layers, and it happens because of the difference in the position of the nucleus in different cells. So usually, in case of pseudostratified epithelial tissue, there is columnar cells, and we know that in general, columnar cells have nucleus located at the base of the cell. But in this tissue, the nucleus is located at different position in different cells of the single layer. So this is pseudostratified epithelial tissue, and since it is epithelial tissue, so it lies on a non-living basement membrane which will provide nutrition to this tissue, because this tissue is not supplied with blood vessels, and it has free surface. This is the free surface of the tissue, and on the basis of structures, different types of structure present on this very free surface. There are three types of pseudostratified epithelial tissue. The first one is the ciliated pseudostratified epithelial tissue. When motile cilia is present on the free surface of pseudostratified epithelial tissue, we call it ciliated pseudostratified epithelial tissue, and it is found in trachea and bronchi. While in some cases the cilia is non-motile. So the cilia is non-motile in some cases. We call it a stereociliated pseudostratified epithelial tissue, and it is found in the vasa differentia of the male accessory reproductive ducts. If you recall the structure of male reproductive part, we have learnt about the male accessory ducts, which includes reti testis, then vasa efferentia, epididymis, and then vasa differentia. So the inner lining of vasa differentia is made up of a stereociliated pseudostratified epithelial tissue. While in some cases the pseudostratified epithelial tissue on the free surface, it has no any structure. So it has nucleus located at different position, and it has basement membrane, and the free surface remains free. That is, on the free surface it has no any structure, and because of which we call it non-ciliated pseudostratified epithelial tissue, and it is found in the epididymis of the male reproductive accessory ducts. So this is all about the pseudostratified epithelial tissue. Now we will discuss another special type of epithelial tissue, which is known as transitional epithelial tissue. In case of transitional epithelial tissue, we have cells arranged in more than one layer. Multiple layers of cells are arranged, something like this. And when the tissue is stretched, these layers become 1 to 2, and it has nucleus lies at the center of all the cells. When the tissue is stretched, this looks something like this. The membrane becomes thin, and the upper cell comes in the lower layer. Sorry, let me change the color. So the cells of upper layer get arranged in the lower layer, and these are the upper cells. I'm not going to make here all the cells, but you can imagine. And the common thing is that all the epithelial tissue lies on a non-living basement membrane. So it also lies on a non-living basement membrane. This also, and these cells have nucleus lies at the center of the cells. So this is transitional epithelial tissue. Transition, it means that there is something change, a little bit change. So it transit from the multiple layers to 1 to 2 layered, because of which it is known as transitional epithelial tissue, and it is found in the lining of urinary bladder and urethra, where stretching is required for the storage of urine in urinary bladder. So this is all about the epithelial tissue and its type. In the next lectures we will discuss about the special modification of epithelial tissue into glands. Where we will discuss about the glands, different types of glands, and how they secrete different substances. So this is all about the epithelial tissue. That's all. Thank you.